Hello, everyone. I'm Yecheng. Today's topic is the rising threat of AI-driven face swapping and the profound harm it causes to women's privacy rights. Digital privacy doesn't always make headlines, unless nude celebrity photos are leaked or company emails are made public. But our relationship with the internet has never been more connected. In this new environment, the state of women's privacy on the internet is worth exploring. In recent years, advances in artificial intelligence have given rise to deepfake technology algorithms that can seamlessly replace someone's face with another person's likeness. When AI face swapping is used to place a woman's face onto explicit or pornographic videos without her consent, it violates her privacy, reputation, and bodily autonomy. Unlike traditional photo or video leaks, these AI-generated fakes can appear shockingly realistic, making it nearly impossible for viewers to distinguish truth from fabrication. The result: women find themselves publicly shamed, harassed, or coerced, even though they never participated in any explicit recording. This digital violation not only erodes trust in online spaces, but also puts women at risk of psychological trauma, professional damage, and physical threats. To frame this discussion, we draw upon Danielle Keith Citron's seminal article, Sexual Privacy. Citron examines how existing privacy laws fail to address the unique vulnerabilities of sex-related data and images, especially in our digital age. She argues that privacy protections must expand beyond traditional notions of bodily privacy or general informational privacy to include a distinct category she calls sexual privacy. Citron highlights how victims of non-consensual sexual imagery, whether through leaked selfies, hidden cameras, or AI-generated deepfakes, suffer layered harms: reputational, emotional, economic, and even threats to their physical safety. Next are two key terms that help us understand this issue: gendered privacy and non-consensual pornography. The first, gendered privacy, means that sexual privacy violations often show obvious gender asymmetry. Women are more likely to become victims of infringements such as revenge porn, secret photography, and deepfakes. This gender difference is not only reflected in the number of violations, but also in the stigmatization and secondary harm inflicted on victims by social opinion. The second, non-consensual pornography, often called revenge porn, encompasses any sexually explicit images or videos shared or distributed without the subject's consent. This umbrella includes intimate photos taken in private, hidden camera footage, and AI-generated deepfakes. The core element is that the individual depicted never agreed to have these images made public. Secretly taking photos of mothers and sisters to generate nude photos in 5 seconds has angered Korean women. Today, let's talk about the AI deepfake nude photo storm in South Korea. On August 30th, 2023, a large-scale incident of AI-synthesized female nude photos broke out in South Korea, sparking heated online discussions. Personal information of many women, including names, phone numbers, schools, home addresses, etc., was leaked and circulated in multiple chat rooms, along with deepfake nude photos. Victims even included elementary school teachers, university nurses, and underage students. More shockingly, a female elementary school teacher was told by her student, "There are nude photos of you online," and the uploader turned out to be her student. Unlike the early Rumen voyeurism incident, this incident uses AI deepfake technology, which alters faces and bodies through artificial intelligence to synthesize highly realistic pornographic content. These fake images spread rapidly on Telegram. Chat rooms are often organized by school, occupation, or region, with mutual acquaintances, further accelerating the speed and scope of dissemination. There are even family rooms, acquaintance rooms, and occupational classification rooms in the chat rooms. Users can submit photos of acquaintances to generate pornographic content, with some requiring providing 10 photos of acquaintances and passing an interview for membership. The technical threshold is extremely low. Fake pictures can be generated in seconds, making it highly hidden and destructive. You might think, it's just a few pictures and online rumors, how big an impact can they have? In reality, in this incident, the pictures are accompanied by victims' real names, phone numbers, schools, home addresses, and other private information. Some chat room members claim to be classmates or alumni, and some groups are even named family rooms, acquaintance rooms, or occupational classification rooms. Everyone in the group knows each other, making the insults particularly targeted. They are not just insulting strangers, but humiliating real people with real families, jobs, and studies. In this way, the full screen of deepfake nude photos and private information has almost torn apart the victims' lives. Cyberspace has instantly transformed from a virtual world into the source of their and nightmares. At this point, it's easy to understand why this is a typical non-consensual pornography incident. These women did not consent to being photographed, let alone having their faces used to synthesize any sexual scenes. Yet, without any notification or authorization, their faces became pornographic protagonists online. Once these files spread on Telegram, anyone who clicks on them may forward, screenshot, and upload them, creating invisible, endless secondary dissemination. Anyone with discernment knows this is far more than a simple infringement. It pushes victims into an endless abyss of humiliation. Some have been threatened and blackmailed by deepfake nude photos, even choosing suicide after long-term mental torture. And there are many minors among the victims. Faced with their photos being exposed, they endure classmates' sneers, teachers' questioning looks, and parents wondering if their daughters have something to hide. A synthesized image instantly burdens these young girls with unimaginable psychological pressure. This incident also fully exposes the horror of gendered privacy in real life. Why are most victims women? In public opinion, women's bodies and privacy carry special stigma. Some naively believe, as long as you're not beautiful, you don't have to worry about being deepfaked. A common misunderstanding, implying ugliness, offers protection. In reality, attackers don't care about beauty or ugliness. They only need a clear-faced photo to launch an attack. More importantly, victims often face heavier social blame after being forced to confront these fakes. They're asked point blank, why do you post so many selfies? Or do you have something shameful? This victim-blaming logic reflects the secondary harm of gendered privacy. Many women in this incident were ordinary students or staff, yet were stigmatized as voluntary participants or asking for trouble. Public opinion blamed the victims for sexual abuse, not the perpetrators. Consider the Telegram group's rules. First 2 photos free, others charged and earn points by inviting friends. They brazenly buy and sell women's dignity as a commodity. Attackers care only about making more virtual currency or exchanging for more photo sources, not the law or victims suffer it. Victims face constant diamond payment temptations, spend a few dollars to get others' nudes. This low-cost, low-threshold tech abuse inflicts devastating, unbearable consequences. From then on, victims live in fear of being deepfaked at any moment. Worse, when families see such photos, they first doubt the victim took them, then struggle to believe they're fake. Even after proving innocence through endless explanations, the psychological scars of being questioned and ridiculed linger. At the legal level, this incident also poured cold water on people. South Korea included AI-generated, non-consensual, obscene content in its punishment scope in 2022, but in reality, it has been found difficult to prevent the spread on encrypted platforms like Telegram. The police can catch some people who spread pictures, but most operators behind the deepfake technology remain highly hidden. Even if the court orders a link deleted, mere websites and new groups immediately emerge. Once platforms or victims lose to network decentralization and global mirroring, winning becomes almost impossible. Moreover, many victims fear identity exposure and further harm, daring not even to report cases, making the incident's scale and impact even harder to estimate. In fact, looking back, without technology's unchecked proliferation, legal lag, and social stereotypes about women's privacy, such a nightmare might not have occurred. Deepfake technology itself is not sinful, it has many positive applications. Film and TV special effects, virtual studios, medical image reconstruction. But when used maliciously, it instantly becomes a tool to plunder others' privacy and destroy their dignity. This reminds us that in today's era of rapid technological development, legal and social protection systems must keep pace. We need faster legal response mechanisms, stricter platform responsibility clauses, and more comprehensive internet literacy education. Children should be taught on campus. Any photo you post may be maliciously used by others, and society at large should understand that using others' faces without consent essentially constitutes a violent violation of sexual privacy. In short, this South Korean deepfake nude photo incident is not only a collective tragedy of non-consensual pornography, but also a stark reminder of the deep-seated issues caused by gendered privacy. Women are forced to spend enormous emotional energy proving they did nothing wrong, often facing extreme psychological collapse. The social attitudes and legal gaps behind this are chilling. I hope today's sharing has given you a clearer understanding of the privacy risks posed by AI face-swapping technology. I also urge relevant authorities and platforms to develop more effective countermeasures to prevent such tragedies from recurring in the future. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like, share, or leave your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.